These people are desperate. They're leaving their villages, their families, their traditions, everything. And then they arrive into this place and they're not welcome.
I was last in Greece in mid-July, days after they destroyed this informal settlement in Patras. That was almost a kick-off point of a whole series of evictions that took place in the weeks after that.
This is a camp that housed several hundred undocumented migrants, mostly from Afghanistan, and mostly minors. When we got there, all we found were some burned trees, scattered clothes and shoes. And then we decided to go look for the people that lived there.
It was very worrying because they lived out in the open.
This is one of the first kids that we found. He was sleeping inside a little baby crib, trying to at least be comfortable during the night.
My name is Hamid. I'm from Ghazni province in Afghanistan. We are living like animals inside jungle. Now I want to go back to Afghanistan, but I don't have any money. In this situation, I lose myself.
Greece is the first EU country on the way to Europe when you come from Africa, Middle East and South Asian countries such as Pakistan or Afghanistan. EU legislation says that any migrant who enters the EU has to make an asylum application in the first country that person enters. The chances of receiving asylum in Greece is close to zero.
There's only this one night during the week where migrants from all over the world are allowed to apply for asylum in Athens. Simone and I spent the whole night with thousands of people. A lot of them came with blankets, most of them lining up through the night, sleeping on the floor. I saw only 5 or 6 people taken into that office, and some of them actually told us that they've been coming here for months. We went to Lesbos Island. We saw a group of migrants that had been picked up on a makeshift boat. They were mostly Afghans, a few Iraqis, some Somalis.
We are Somalian people. We have a lot of problems in our country. They're fighting every day. And so every day people have to die. Yeah, that's why we are here.
The Greek government doesn't keep any statistics of how many unaccompanied children come into Greece, and police officials are very bad at identifying them. And once a child comes into Greece without the required papers, that child is detained. Once they get out of detention centers, the Greek police gives the child a deportation order that says you have to leave the country within 30 days. And then the child is told to disappear.
They're caught in this limbo where they don't have any work, they don't have any money, they cannot pay for a ticket to leave the country. They don't even know how to get help.
They're treated exactly the same way as adults are treated, but they are, of course, way more vulnerable. They're definitely at risk of being exploited, of falling into the hands of trafficking networks.
They're kids that at their age already have experienced stuff that most of us will never experience.
Despite ongoing criticism by international human rights bodies, NGOs, and to some extent also the EU, Greece is not willing to put its house in order. And at this stage we need some strong signals from the EU, because the EU has the power to take Greece to court and to hold Greece accountable.